Next game, Ole Miss taking on Mizzou, 8:30 Eastern tip-off. The Tigers are -1 at home, total at 133. We did see a half a point fade of Missouri and movement downward on the total. The Tigers open 1.5 down to -1. Total open 133.5 down to 133 even. 57% are leaning Mizzou, 87% on the over. Now, if you like Ole Miss in this matchup here, just keep in mind they're only 1-7 straight up on the road this year. They're also averaging just 59 points per contest as the official road team, and they're shooting just 36% from the field in that same category. Now, Missouri, on the other side, they've successfully covered the point spread in their last 3 straight. They're also 10-3 straight up on their home court. Drew Smith, 12 points a game, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. He's shooting 90% from the stripe. Xavier Pinson, 9 points a game for Pinson, 3 assists. He's also shooting 80% from the line as well. Now keep in mind, Mark Smith is listed as out for tonight's action, so you probably will not see him suited up. Maybe you'll see him in a suit on the bench, but Mark Smith listed as out for tonight's game. Now, total-wise, Mizzou 15-10 to the under overall for the year. Meanwhile, Ole Miss 7-1 to the under as the official road team. I'm going to lean toward the slight favorite in this one. Give me Missouri -1 and the under 133 in that contest. Next matchup, Dayton taking on VCU, 8:30 Eastern tip-off in that contest. Dayton's -3.5, total 143. Half a point move toward Dayton and movement downward on the total. The Flyers open as the 3-point favorite up to -3.5. Total open 144 down to 143. 71% are leaning Dayton, 83% shaded toward the over. Right now, Dayton 14-0 straight up in their last 14. Nice winning streak for them. They're 23-2 overall for the year. Currently first place in the Atlantic 10. Perfect 12-0 conference record right now. And they're 1.5 games ahead of Rhode Island for Atlantic 10 dominance. Now we're looking at a Dayton team who ranks in the top 5 in the country in road scoring. They're also first in road offensive field goal percentage. Obi Toppin, 20 points a game, 8 rebounds for the Flyers. Jalen Krucher, 15 points a game, 5 assists. And Trey Landers, 11 points a game, 6 rebounds for this Dayton team. The Flyers are 6-0 straight up as the official road team. They're also averaging 80 points per contest on the road and shooting 52% from the field in that same category. Now, VCU, on the other side, losers of 3 out of their last 4. They've also successfully covered the point spread in just 6 out of 15 home games this year. They've lost to the likes of Richmond, George Mason, and Rhode Island twice in their last 10 games. Now, 5 out of VCU's last 6 games did get over the number. Dayton, 8-3 to the over away from home. I'm going to lean Dayton Flyers -3.5 and the over 143 in that game. Next matchup, Creighton versus Marquette, 8:30 Eastern tip-off in that game. Marquette's -3, total 154. Saw a half a point fade of Marquette and movement upward on the total. They open 3.5 down to -3. Total open 153.5 up to 154. 52% are leaning Marquette, 56% on the over. If you like Creighton in this matchup here, just keep in mind they're giving up 73 points per contest on the road, 45% from the field in that same category. Meanwhile, Marquette on the other side, 6-2 straight up in their last 8, 7-1 against the number in those 8 games. They're currently 12-1 straight up on their home court, 9-4 against the spread in those contests. Marquette, top 30 in scoring on average per game, top 20 in offensive rebounding. Marcus Howard, 27 points a game. He's also shooting 40% from beyond the arc. Sakar Anim, 13 points a game, 4 rebounds. He's shooting 42% from downtown. And Kobe McEwen, 11 points a game, 5 rebounds. He's shooting 84% from the stripe. We're looking at a Marquette team who's averaging 78 points per game, 80 points per contest on their home court. They're also shooting 39% from downtown collectively. And one more thing to add about Marquette, they rank in the top 25 in defending the 3-ball at home as well. Now, total-wise, no real surprise here. Marquette, 60% to the over in their last 10. Meanwhile, 7 out of Creighton's last 9 games got over the number as well. I'm going to lean toward the home favorite in this one. Give me Marquette -3 and the over 154 in that game. Next matchup, Baylor, Oklahoma. 9 o'clock Sooners. Baylor's -3.5 on the road, total 134 and a hook. 1 point move toward Baylor, movement upward on the total. The Bears open 2.5 up to -3.5. Total open 134 up to 134 and a hook. 70% are leaning Baylor, 52% on the under. Now, Oklahoma, they've successfully covered the point spread in just 5 out of 12 home games this year. They're also shooting just 42% from the field. Meanwhile, Baylor on the other side, winners of their last 22 straight. They're 7-0 straight up as the official road team. Of course, they're ranked number 1 in the nation, depending on which poll you're following. We're looking at a Baylor team who ranks in the top 5 in the country in points allowed, top 15 in defensive field goal percentage. They're allowing just 58 points per game, and they're holding their opponents to just 38% from the field. Now, 4 out of Baylor's last 6 did stay under the total. Meanwhile, Oklahoma 5-3 to the under in their last 8. I'm going to lean Baylor -3.5 and the under 134.5 in that contest. All right, next and final matchup for the show. It is going to be Kentucky versus LSU, 9 o'clock Eastern tip-off in that contest. The Tigers of LSU, they are -2, total at 147. We're seeing a little bit of movement toward LSU at home here. They open 1.5 up to -2. Total is 147. 54% are leaning Kentucky, 53% on the under. Now, Kentucky, winners of 8 out of their last 9. They also went 5-2 against the spread as the official road team. The Wildcats rank in the top 20 in defensive field goal percentage. They're also ranking in the top 15 in the nation in shooting the 3 ball on the road. LSU on the other side, losers of 3 out of their last 4. They also went just 30% against the spread in their last 10. The Tigers are allowing 73 points per contest. They're also just 6-8 against the number on their home court. Now, LSU's 4-0 to the over in their last 4, 80% to the over in their last 10. Meanwhile, 5 out of Kentucky's last 7 road games got over the number as well. I'm going to lean toward the road dog in this one. Give me Kentucky +2 and the over 147 in that contest. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. I got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Happy Tuesday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.